Hello, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing a new game. Well, not new, but a new game to my channel. Um, it is called Palia. I absolutely adore this game. I love the visual effects of this game. I mean, the graphics are gorgeous. But they just recently did an update, one of their biggest updates since the start of this year, and I'm super excited about it. So we are just going to play through the game today, and I'm going to show you around. I am doing some gardening right now. Let's harvest my crops and water them and take care of some stuff around the house, and then we are just going to go on a little adventure. So let's just get right into it. Also, I want to know down in the comments, have you played Palia before? If you haven't, I highly recommend downloading it and giving it a chance. Um, I was introduced to this game by a couple good friends of mine who now I play together with, as well as my sister. And we just have a lot of fun going on mining trips or hunting trips, or just basically doing whatever needs to be done for the day. We had a cooking party recently. And it was a whole lot of fun. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would highly recommend getting this game. Palia is in a category known as cozy gaming, and that basically just means that you can play this game at your own pace. You do have quests that you can fulfill through the NPC characters that are on the game, um, but it's not a set it's not set in stone. So like you can play the quests at your own pace, you can go mining at your own pace. Everything is just chill, and this game is definitely a game that I like to play when I'm, needing a time to just relax and just get my mind off of things and kind of unwind for the day. This is the perfect game for that. So I highly, highly recommend that you give this game a chance if you haven't tried cozy gaming before. It is definitely, I hadn't really tried any cozy games before. I mean, besides like Sims, and I guess you could almost call Minecraft a bit of a cozy game because it does kind of have that same feel, that same aspect where you can kind of do your own thing and you can kind of go at your own pace. But the other thing that makes it cozy is that you don't have any player versus player or PvP interactions. So you can't like go up to somebody and chop them with your axe or anything like that, push them off a cliff. It is totally 100% hands off your friend's character. um, so that is definitely a different aspect of the game. So yeah, again, just let me know down in the comments if you guys play this game or if this is your first time hearing about it. When I first got this game is super addicting. And I played it almost daily, on the daily when I first got this game. I've since come a little bit more chill with this game. I don't play quite as often. I will play, um, you know, when the feeling hits where I want to play. But I do still play it and I still love it. And this last update that they just did, they added a lot of more items to the game, some more features, and updated some features. So I'm super excited about that. Super excited to go out and check out some of those new features. So we're just gonna head on out now. I'm not gonna do a big old base tour right now or house tour. If you guys want to see a house tour, leave me a comment below and let me know. But we're gonna head off here. This is a new addition, so for the longest time you were only able to go out of your plot through the Kilima entrance. But this update added the Bahari Bay entrance. So this is mine that will take you directly to Bahari Bay, which is one of the maps here in Palia. And right now I am trying to get my gold count up to enough to get the gazebo, which is, it's a huge task, I'm not gonna lie. So we're just going to go mining for some stones and some other items to sell. As you can see, I'm mining these iron nodes. There are several different types of iron nodes, and each map has its own unique stones that you can find. Bahari Bay, you can find a lot of iron, pallium, which is Palia's special stone that you can find. In Kilima, excuse me, in Kilima you can find copper and regular stone. You can also find things like quartz and trying to think, not silver. Silver you can find here in Bahari Bay. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you can collect. And you can also sell or use these items for your own personal use on your plot. And I was venturing over here and found this quest item. That was pretty surprising because since before the update, there really hasn't been any new quests available. So I was super excited to see that. And we're actually going to fulfill that quest today after I do a little bit more resource gathering and mining. Another big update they did was to mining the nodes. So as you can see, as I'm going around and breaking these different nodes, they're leaving behind a ghost. And that feature was just added. It hasn't been in the game since I started playing. Now it has been a feature for other items like forageables. They do forageables like garlic and all that. Dairy cloves, they would leave behind a ghost, and then it would have a timer on it. So once you mine it or pick it, the timer starts, and there's about a 4 or 5 minute window for someone else to come along and be able to gather that item after you have. But once the timer's up, it goes away, and you have to wait for it to respawn. Now this is a feature, like I said, it was just added, but it's super helpful. And as you can see here, I kind of forgot and was trying to mine like normal. So excuse me. But that was a feature that didn't used to be in the game for mining nodes. You would just mine it, it would break, and then the next player would have to go around and wait for it to respawn. Or if in the case of Palium, you know, you would call it out and you'd have to sit there and wait for people to come if they wanted to mine it with you and get the resources, which was fine. It created a lot of good community in the game. But there was some players, you know, and you know, it's okay. Everybody has their own playing style. You know, it's kind of, you know, if you are on a time schedule where you're playing and you might have to leave or you only play for a certain amount of time or whatever, you don't necessarily have time to sit around and wait. And so I think they added that to the game, this new feature to the game as a way to kind of mitigate that and allow players to kind of play at their own pace in their own timeline, so that way they're not having to sit around waiting for people to come for the Palium. They still call it out, and if anybody's around and they want to get it, they have that 4 or 5 minute window to come gather those resources while they're still there. So I think that's a really good feature so far. I haven't seen any issues with it. Of course, with this game, there's several bugs and issues that have arose since their update, and that's a common occurrence with this game, and the developers are aware. And that's the cool thing about this game and the developers is Singularity 6 has a really good platform for their players to be able to say, hey, you know, this is an idea I have for this game, or this is an issue that has come up. They have a Discord on their, they have a server on Discord that you can go on and kind of keep up to date with what's going on with the community and the game and all that. And you can kind of talk to the developers that way. It's definitely a very open door platform for their players and stuff like that. So that's a really cool feature, and it's really helpful. And you know, they really do take a long look at the suggestions that have come up from players playing this game and running into issues and stuff like that, and maybe tweaking things where people have asked for tweaks to happen. And it's just a really nice atmosphere. I don't think I've ever been a part of a game community where you've actually been able to do something like that. So I really enjoy that aspect of the game, that the developers really do encourage input and feedback from the players themselves. So I do really enjoy that. As you can see here, I am hunting for crabs and snails and stuff. And now we are gonna go, it's almost 12 o'clock, which means Flow Tree Grove time. If you hear that sound, that was the key that told you that the Flow Tree Grove just spawned in. And that was a not super new. That happened in a latter update, I think closer to the end of 2023 last year. And um, it's basically just a spawn of like 3 to 4, sometimes more, 7 to 8, 10, 12. The number changes depending on where it spawns at, but it's just a group of flow trees. And see that aura over there? That pink aura, that is signaling that that's where the spawn point was for the flow tree grove. And if you are the first person to stumble on it, you call it out and you say, oh, Flow Tree Grove spawned in over, in this case, was northeast of Statue Garden. And then that lets all the players on that server know that, hey, the Flow Tree Grove just spawned in it, and they can come and um, be a part of mining the Flow Tree Grove. And so you can just see me here running to that point. Someone had already been up there before I called it out, and they flared it, which is another good habit to get into, is flaring these. So that way people know how to get to the Poetry Grove from where they are at on the map. Another really great aspect of this game is the community sense and the sharing aspect of all the resources. Now, I do tend to play a little bit more solo. Like, if I'm just on my own, doing my own thing, just mining nodes and stuff like that. As you saw earlier, I did mine a smaller tree by myself. Um, you know, there are certain aspects to where, I feel like it's okay to mine things by yourself if you're just going about just doing your thing. If it had been a bigger flow tree, I would have called it out and shared the resources. It really is up to you how you play this game, but there is a big sense of sharing in this game, and I do love that aspect. So in the case of a flow tree grove, you really want to make sure you call it out, and then you kind of act accordingly, where you hit each tree once, then you wait for everybody to come in that called on my way to the flow tree grove. And usually the person who flared it or called it out will set a time of when they're going to chop. And that just gives everyone a sense of like, okay, we have this much time to make it to the flow tree grove, and there's no hurt feelings if someone comes up and misses it because it was called out. And, sometimes feelings still get hurt, but we do our best to share the resources and everything like that in this game. And I really do appreciate that. Honestly, I've been a part of other MMOs, and they're more, to each their own kind of deal. And so it's definitely a different vibe in this game, and I really do appreciate that. It makes it a lot of fun, and I do love that you can play at your own pace and at your own style. If you're more of an introvert like I am, who doesn't really feel comfortable interacting with people all the time, I can be a bit awkward and whatnot. It really helps not to have to sit there and kind of be forced to play in a more extroverted manner, if that makes sense. So, depending on which way you want to play, if you're more extroverted, go for it. But I don't mind sharing, of course. I will always call out things as I go, especially pallium and stuff like that. And it just makes it a lot more fun and a lot more inclusive to everybody on the server when you play like that. As you can see here, this is the quest that I found, that little dirt pile that I picked up. Najuma, hopefully I said that right. She is going to make me a decorative glider to put in my house. And I have to go gather some resources for her before she will do that. So after this, I'm gonna mine a little bit more, and then we will go back to my plot to get some of the resources that she needs, and then we'll come back here to give her those so that she can make me that decorative uh, glider. And she's warning me here not to actually use it for gliding because I could fall and hurt myself pretty badly. I do love the characters in this game, the lore. It is a very immersive atmosphere in this game, and the storyline and the lore behind all the different characters and the different quest lines that you are involved with them, it all just flows together so nicely, and I just believe it's written so brilliantly. I do hope that in the future they add some more quest lines to the NPCs as you kind of fulfill your relationship with them. It kind of caps off at a certain level, and then once you're done with those NPCs quests, you kind of just, they kind of just fade into the background a little bit. And so I really hope that eventually they will add on some quests to the NPCs so that way you can continue in that relationship, and the relationship aspect, excuse me, tongue time, with those NPCs. Some of my favorite NPCs, that's one of the things in this game is you can romance some of the different NPCs, and that's how you kind of get some of the quests from those characters. You develop a friendship, and then you can, with some of the NPCs like Hassian and Hadari and Tish and all them, you can develop relationships with them, and that will give you extra quests, special quests that you can do for them throughout the gameplay. But eventually, like I said, those quests stop after your relationship meter, sort of, with them kind of caps. And so once that stops, then you're kind of left at what, you're left, leave them hanging basically, and whatnot. So I really, really do hope that they add some quests back to those, some extra quests to those NPCs. I did hear that there were some more quests added since this last update, so hopefully maybe that will happen sooner rather than later. And now we're going back to Bahari. In that last clip, you did see me collecting some of the resources for Najuma so that we can get that glider. I did decide to go mine some more in Bahari before I did that. Doing some foraging. Now, a lot of these things that we do also give us points. Mining, fishing, hunting, furniture building. Did I say foraging? I think I said foraging already, but there's different skills that you can level up throughout the game, and as you level them up, at some point, you upgrade your skill level. You also upgrade the tools that you get, and then at some point when you cap out your skill level, then you start earning guild points with the different characters that those skills are tied to. Like hunting is tied to Hacian, so once you get your skill level to a certain point, you start gathering these coins, earning these coins, and as you get more coins, you can go to his specialized guild store, and you can purchase purchase special items from their guild store. Like right now, I am working my way up to, I think it's like 540 guild points in Hacienda store because at my plot, I am trying to build a sort of like makeshift hunting or archery area where I can practice my archery, and he has these really cool archery targets that I really, really want. So I'm working my way up for that. And so yeah, I've gotten several things from the foraging guild store, which is Ashura, fishing, which is Inar, which is one of the robots in this game. And what else is there? There's Tish. When you do furniture, that's tied to Tish. And I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's enough um, there's enough gameplay items to keep you going for a session. So like if you need to level up your tools, you can go mining, you can go foraging for wood and all that kind of stuff. So you can stay busy for a pretty long amount of time if you're not careful. Like I said, when this game first came out, I was hooked. I was playing almost every day, almost a couple hours a day.
You'll never believe what happened.
Now we're going to talk to Tish. We give her the resources she asked for, and now she is going to um, design me a decorative glider. Again, she's warning me not to use it as an actual glider. And that quest is complete. Woohoo! We did it! Good job, guys. And now I'm going to go to my plot, and we are going to hang that. And then we are going to go on another adventure because with this update, they also updated one of their new map areas in Bahari, one of their temples, the Temple of the Gales. If you've played before, you probably knew that they did a huge update last year where they added the Temple of the Gales as a new quest that you had to complete for Zeki. And there was a lot of people whose game was bugged out on that quest, which mine was one of them. You got to a certain point and you couldn't finish because Zeki wouldn't come back to the main island, and you couldn't get over. He wouldn't activate the huge flow gate that was needing to be activated so you could get over to the floating island and finish the puzzle to complete the Temple of the Gales quest. So they finally finished that, which I was super excited about, and we're gonna go there today and finish that quest. So spoilers, if you haven't finished or if you want to play this game without having any surprises spoiled for you, I would definitely back out right now. I'm just giving a fair warning. And I just bought this brand new, what did they call it? Pavilion, which I'm excited about. We're gonna put that in and let it build. There's about 4 hours left on building it. And then we're gonna head off to Bahari Bay again. I am definitely loving the use of this brand new entry point to Bahari, so we don't have to go all the way through Killamall all the time. And we're going to go over to the Temple of the Gales and finish that. Let me know in the comments, were you one of the ones that had your Temple of the Gales quest bugged? And how excited are you that they were finally able to fix that bug after a couple of months of it being released? It's definitely a breath of fresh air to finally have that finished. So we're gonna go in here. This is near the Windy Ruins area. If you haven't played this game or maybe don't know where this is at, it's off near the Windy Ruins in Beachcomber Cove. So definitely check it out. So now we're gonna go meet Zeki, and he is going to activate this big old flow gate turbine for us. And we're also going to be able to finish the treasures quest. I had 2 more treasures left, and so we're going to go gather those. And we're going to give those to Zeki, and he's gonna tell us some stuff. So
I'll see you soon, all right?
let's take this flow gate over to this main island. What is that thing? Anybody know what that big ball thing is called? It's like a planet. Huge sphere. We're gonna go over this way. Now that is the main gate that's eventually gonna open once we finish and get back to Zeki here. But we gotta go get one of his special donations, the treasures that we have to get for him. We're gonna climb up here. We're gonna float right over to this small floating island with that turbine on it. Oh, and it looks like they added a new graphic to, excuse me, this was not wanting to let me pick it up for a minute. They added a detail to the graphics of the glider. So when I jump off and my glider opens, you can see that it's kind of pulsating, like the air is making it flow. That they didn't do that before. It didn't do that before. That's new. I like that.
Pleased to see ya.
I know he's gonna. What is he telling me? Oh, he's telling me about the treasure I just gave him. He likes to sell things in his shop in the underground. Who is your favorite character in this game if you've been playing for a while now? I think one of my absolute favorites, hands down, has to be Tao. He's Hassian's plume hound, the blue dog-like creature in this game. I really hope that eventually they give us a plume hound in this game. I do love my pal cats. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a cat person, but having a plume hound like Tao would be awesome. And maybe some more rideable animals like horses and stuff like that too. But I even have, if you guys want me to give you a tour, I have a place in my house for Tao because he is just one of my favorites. So yeah, I really hope they give us a plume hound, or you know, some other animals that we can choose from to have pets in this game. But yeah, let me know in the comments who your favorite character is so far. As far as the actual characters, I think I really like Hastian, of course. Zeki, honestly, I kind of like Zeki. He's a little quirky and kind of funny. Trying to think who else. I do like Ashura. He kind of has a really cool background, history, and stuff like that. I can't say I have an absolute favorite yet, but those are some of my top picks for the characters in this game. And now I'm looking for the last treasure. This one kind of set me for a little bit of a loop. And I'm gonna finish the puzzle first. Another spoiler, so if you don't want to see this, if you want to finish this before it gets spoiled, please pause the video now, and go back and complete it before you watch this. Unless you want a tutorial, then you can watch it and you can complete it also. In that case, you're welcome. I don't mind helping. So we finished that, and this is gonna trigger, there's another temple, the Night Sky Temple, and there are, what are they, constellations? And each constellation has different bundles that you have to complete in order to get special items in the game. Well, I finished the first two constellations, and then now that I've finished the Temple of the Gales, I was able to unlock the new Gale constellation. And so I'm super excited about that because now I get to go complete more bundles and get some more special items and loot from that. And you can see I struggled a little bit with this. Eventually I got it though. I think I ended up just having to reset it once in order to actually get it completed. You gotta click. Oh, there we go. I got it. So we are kind of getting to the end of this video. And there you go, you can see it. See, activating the Temple of the Gales quest. And I finished it. I'm super excited I got to complete this quest. Now we're just going to go back. We're going to talk to Zeki for a little bit, and then we're going to go back home. But like I said, this is getting it to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this. It's a little bit different from my Minecraft videos, but I do kind of want to make this channel more than just Minecraft. I do want to highlight some of the other games I play, such as Palia, maybe Sims, and maybe some of the other games I play as well, but I might just keep it mainly Minecraft, Palia, and Sims. Let me know in the comments if you like this video, if you want to see more from me playing Palia. If you want some tutorials, or if you want me to do a tour of my house. I do currently have a couple different plots open. I have one that I'm making a little humble cottage in, so if you want to see that, let me know. And again, let me know down in the comments if you've played Palia, or if you want to try and play it, or what your thoughts are on it, if you've ever played a cozy MMO before. what are some of your favorites. I know there are other cozy games out there kind of like this game. I know Disney Dreamlight Valley is a huge one right now. I haven't played that one yet just because it is a bit on the expensive side and we are, you know, funds are a little bit tight right now, so I'm not able to afford it right now. Hopefully sometime in the future I'll be able to afford it and we can play that one as well. But for now, I just have to stick to more of the free-to-play games at this time. But yeah, I'm really excited to finally be able to put this out. I'm also using a new editing system or editing program for this video, so let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you think the sound is clearer because I'm recording on this new program, adding the voiceovers and stuff. Let me know if it's clearer and all that and what you think. But yeah, like I said, I really hope you like this video. We're gonna head back home and pretty much just end it for today. I really hope you guys all have a wonderful week. Now, I do want to put this video out probably Tuesday, and Minecraft will probably be Thursdays. So you can be expecting a video Tuesday, possibly, and absolutely Thursday every week for me, at least for Minecraft. And if you guys want Palia, I will definitely be posting that more probably on Tuesdays as I can make them. But anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next video. I don't know why Eshe's on my plot, but I can't talk to her. Anyways, I love you guys, and I thank you for subscribing and watching. I'll catch you later. Bye. Goodbye.